Buongiorno, burial stick here. Another nice day again. I'm wondering what to do recently, and the vlog on Bear, our Abruzzo shepherd dog, has been very popular. So I've been saying for a while, why don't we just do an update on Bear, and whilst we're at it, do an overview of the Abruzzo shepherd dog, or the Abruzzese, or the Maremma sheepdog. Got lots of different names, but most of them, and most people simply refer to it as the Maremmano. It's a white sheepdog that's been around since Roman times, really. There's lots of writings, paintings, drawings of these white sheep guarding dogs going all that way back a couple of thousand years and more. We call them sheepdogs, but they're not sheepdogs in the sense of a border collie that will help the shepherd round up the sheep. They're a sheep guarding dog, so they will guard the sheep or the goats and the shepherd whilst out on the mountains at night. We live in a nature reserve here on the edge of a national park, and believe you me, there is nothing up there. There's nobody up there. The only things up there are things like wolves and wild boar. So if you're sleeping up there at night, you need some protection, and that's what these dogs do, usually in small groups, living in and amongst the goats and the sheep and protecting them and the shepherds throughout the day, but of course at night when they're still up there up in the mountains. And that's the Maremmano, or the Abruzzese, the white shepherd dog. It's synonymous really with the central parts of Italy, Abruzzo in particular, although different forms of it do appear in other parts of Italy. And in fact, I suppose if you can look all the way to Turkey with the Anatolians, there's lots of different European sheep guarding breeds. It's just that we live in Abruzzo, and the national dog, if you like, of Abruzzo is the Maremmese, the Abruzzo sheepdog. I know this spot. Bear, come on in. What are you doing? Bear, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yes, I know you're a good boy. You a good boy, Bear? That's a good boy. You're not very camera friendly, are you? What a good boy. What a good boy. Yes, you are. I don't know where you came from. I don't know what kind of life you had, Bear, but I think it's a bit better here. Looking after the sheep and the geese. I think you've already seen the geese once. They don't grow quickly. They don't learn too much about electric fencing. They contact that on a fairly regular basis. But other than that, they're growing well. Hopefully we'll maybe next year have a few goslings. See what we can do, or they can do. Chickens are doing well. Scratching around. What I don't understand is they eat all day and don't get fat. I eat for 5 minutes and get fat. Mind you, they don't eat donuts and chocolate, I don't suppose. Do they, Bear? Hey? They don't eat chocolate. He just likes to sit in the shade. Well, it's not too hot, although it's not so bad today. It's a bit of a breeze. It's not so bad, is it, Bear? Hey? Be fast asleep in 10 minutes. Guarding tendencies 0. Would you, Bear? Eh? It's all a bit too much at times, but he's alright here. What a good boy. So far as being suitable as a family pet, really the Abruzzese is probably not the ideal family dog. They're very big, they're very hairy. They don't trust strangers particularly. I guess that's part of their guarding instinct. Another thing that's part of their guarding instinct is barking, and boy do they bark loud. And you certainly wouldn't want one of those in your apartment or a house where you've got close neighbours. You know, it makes the place vibrate. It's part of their instinct. You know, they sense danger, they bark. So the shepherds, the other dogs, the sheep know that there's an impending issue. That's part of what they do, and you're not going to stop them doing that. So far as being a city dog or a town dog, not a great idea. The other thing with them is, whilst they're not the kind of dog that needs to be running around all the time, like a Varie or Spaniel, they do like to be out and about. They don't like to be on the lead. So ideally you need to be somewhere like this, where they've got land, where they can do their job, because dogs need to do their job, their instinct of guarding stuff. Okay, Bear doesn't guard sheep and goats, but he does guard our chickens and geese, which he's happy to do. That helps. He's never on a lead, he's never locked up indoors except at night, so it's an ideal situation for him. But that's the kind of situation you need to be in. They're supposed to be good with kids, certainly they've been brought up like that, socialised well. Bear seems to get along with our other dogs here, he doesn't seem to have a problem with that, and they're supposed to be good with cats. We don't have cats, so I can't verify that. But they're fairly equitable, even-tempered breed, but they do have their guarding instinct, and you've got to be aware of that. And they are big, intimidating dogs. So if somebody's a little bit nervous around dogs, you know, this kind of breed is not ideal. Get something smaller. The pros, they're extremely faithful. As I say, they're like children, they don't mind other dogs. They do shed their hair, but they're not smelly dogs. A lot of guarding sheepdog type things are not smelly, because they don't like to give their smell away to the wolves. So that they're quite good like that. But his coat is fairly thick, and it does shed fairly regularly as well. They do eat a lot, and they do drink a lot, so bear things like that in mind. For those of you who don't know about Bear, there's 2 other videos on the channel, check those out. They're only short, quick videos, but just a quick recap. He turned up just after Christmas this year. He was emaciated, he was filthy. We'd no idea where he came from. We live in a lane here where nobody else lives on the lane. It followed a terrific storm. There was about 3, maybe 4 feet of snow lying, more in drifts. The snowplow had given up a few days previously trying to get anywhere near us. We were actually snowed in for about another 7 days. Well, goodness knows how we got here. There are packs of Maremmas up in the mountains, living wild, I guess, ex-sheepdogs that have wandered off and formed families of their own. So they do live up there in small groups. We did ask some of the local shepherds who've got Abruzzeses, were they missing one? Everybody, no, we've got all our dogs. So you tell me. I have no idea where he came from, but he turned up here, bony, skinny, his coat in a terrible condition, and he was out the back, padding down the snow and curling up and going to sleep in the snow. Temperatures of -10 and 12 and 15 at night. He had nowhere else to go. There was no food to eat. The only water he had was snow. He was in a terrible situation. So we fed him, and he moved in. At first he was extremely nervous. Even now, when you approach him, ideally you show him your open hands. So I think he's been perhaps mistreated in the past, perhaps with things like sticks and what have you. Mrs. Stick spent hours and hours and hours gaining his trust. It took her forever, but she persevered and did a fantastic job of gaining his trust. I had to do a similar thing, but Mrs. Stick had actually done all the groundwork. And providing you approached him in a quiet and even manner and showed him your open hands, he started to trust people. Now he's much more trusting. He realises that he's actually onto a good thing here and lives a life of Riley. He's got a whole barn to sleep in, chickens and geese to look after, and we feed him every day. Not bad life, really. Well, I hope you like that little Bear stroke Abruzzese video. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're also available now on Facebook Facebook at @VarioStick. So tune into the Facebook page. There's a few bits on there that are not available on YouTube, and a few bits of information about what's going to happen next. Just a bit of a heads up, our next video will be on a local town, so it's another visit video, one not to miss actually, one of my favourite places. Really nice. So if you like us, subscribe, thumbs up please, don't forget our Facebook page, and this is VarioStick saying ciao ciao for now.